Hello, one and all. You are watching Culturally Sarawak, a show where we will be going on a journey exploring the different aspects of cultures in Sarawak. I'm your host, Lauren, and I'm a big fan of culture. We will be finding out more about the variety of musical instruments that we have in Sarawak. We have a lot to cover, which is exciting for you viewers out there and also for me as well. This episode is close to my heart because it's an instrument that I play. It looks a little like the sape, but it belongs to the Iban community. It is not commonly known yet, so I hope that it will be as interesting as it is to you as it is to me. So here to speak more about the Belikan, we have invited two awesome guests who are also my colleagues in arm. They are the musicians reviving back this long forgotten musical instrument of the Iban community. Ladies and gentlemen, we have members of Academy Persatuan Daya Iban Sarawak, better known as Asadia, here with us in the studio. So the lovely Miss Genevie is on closer to me, and Mr. Ngo Hawing as well. Yeah, I'm really glad you could join us, and welcome to the show.
Thanks. Yeah.
I haven't seen you guys in quite a while, so we need to catch up. If you guys can see at the back, that's actually mine. It was made by Mr. Ngo Hawing. So, yeah. Let me ask each one of you, how long have you been playing the Belikan?
The Belikan I've been playing since last year because the revival just started last year, 2019, by the Asadia.
I see.
Before this,
yeah, no, it's fine, it's fine.
Yeah, before this I was playing Sape.
I see. Yeah. How about you, sir?
Yeah, basically, I learned Sape first, but of course I know Blikan before that. You know, since I'm young, I know Blikan already, but because between Blikan and Sape, I try to differentiate it. And it seems Blikan is in Iban language and Sape is in orang Ulu language.
Would you say that they're the same musical instrument, but the name is different in different communities?
It's slightly different from the Sape and the Belikan, okay, and then the melody is also different from the original Sape and Belikan. Yeah.
Okay. Now we're going on a short break, and when we return, we'll be finding out more about the Belikan with these lovely people. So stay tuned. Welcome back to the show. You are with me on Culturally Sarawak and members of Academy Persatuan Daya Iban Sarawak, Asadia, with Miss Genevie and also Mr. Ngo Hawing to learn more about the Belikan. Oh, I mean, between the three of us, we know how to play it, but for the sake of our audience, how exactly do you play the Belikan? Or you can start your first, yeah.
You mean the way I play?
Yeah, the way you play.
The way I play, because before this I was playing Sape. I started playing Sape since 2017. I think 3 years ago. And then when I was first introduced to Belikan by the members of Asadia, the teachers, and then I was touched by the tune, the songs that being produced by the Belikan, and then it touched me in a way that in a profound way that I cannot really integrate into words.
I agree. I feel the same way. What about you, sir?
Well, to play Belikan, because we know more about Sape, and then I think Sarawakian they more about Sape.
Yeah,
and then we try to Asadia try to revival about the Belikans, and we go through a documentary that is done by Mr. Tom Harrison, and then from there we learn some more how to play Belikans and the melody itself.
I see. I mean, I've also seen the documentary that you've shown and also learned from as well. So, what makes the Belikan different from the Sape? What makes it unique to one another?
Probably because not many people know about it. Even actually the Ibans play Belikan quite long time ago, but I don't know why suddenly people don't know about it. Not until Asadia tried to bring it up and to show the young generation about it. And that is how it's special to me. And then we try to to teach the young generation about there is Iban music called Blick, which is almost the same with Sape.
Yeah, of course. So, Miss Genevieve, do you prefer to play traditional style of music or contemporary style of music?
I would like to say that I prefer traditional style because I did try to learn to play like guitar and playing the modern music, but it really doesn't doesn't suit me. Yeah.
So have you tried using the Belikan to play popular songs, like I don't know, like all the top 10 music?
No,
right
actually no. I
No.
haven't tried it yet. Yeah.
We should.
Yes.
We should. How about you, sir? Do you prefer contemporary or traditional?
I prefer it traditional way,
Traditional.
classics, because it's not my how to call it. It's not in my mind
It's not in your heart to
to
play it.
play the modern.
Yeah.
Well, I try to play the modern one, but I still prefer the classic or the traditional music melody.
Of course. And honestly, I've always been intrigued by how the Belikan looks like because it's a little different from the Sape, and which is why I picked it up in the first place. And also listening how it sounded like, it's a little different from the Sape, and yeah, I got really interested. Even the sound, the tune is different, and yeah, I really like it. So, what is your favorite part about being a Belikan player?
My favorite part is that the fact that this Belikan was last known to have been played in public since 6 decades ago. That is 1958 to be exact. And then before this I never heard of Belikan. So when I was first introduced to it, and I was shocked that the Iban also have this instrument, because before this I only heard about Sape and then the lun bawang, the tapi.
Yeah, I also learned about the Belikan from Asadia, and before that, I literally have never heard. I was like, when Asadia approached me, I was like, oh, we have a musical instrument of
yes.
our own, and then Mr. Ngo Hawing is teaching it to a lot of people in Asadia. It's really interesting, and I know as a musician in general, but more so as traditional musician, there are a lot of challenges that we face currently in the modern world today. So how do you sustain yourself financially as a Belikan player? Do you do it professionally, or do you just do it for fun?
I think for the time being I just do it for like for fun. Yeah, but I'm planning
For time.
for time being not a full-time musician, because I have a permanent career as an interior designer. But during my free time I love to pick the Belikan and play it, and then I have this dream that I hope this Belikan can be introduced to the world. Yeah, just like the Sape, the Orang Ulu Sape.
I agree. How about you, sir? How do you sustain yourself financially being a Belikan player, traditional musician in a sense?
Well, I try to motivate myself and tell myself that this one must be keep up, and try to introduce it to many people. I mean, young generation, and I hope Asadia will follow up, we don't stop it here, and then we have to keep it up. And so, of course, at the moment, not many people, because at the moment we just play the truly classic and traditional melody. And then probably for those who are good in guitarists or musician, they can create as what they do to it Sape. So maybe they can create something different with the Belikan. But for us, we try to sustain it and do it according to the original one. Yeah.
Fantastic. And I'm also still learning about how to play it and things like that. Just like you, we started almost the same way. Yeah. So, as we know, traditional music in Malaysia is slowly dying out because there are more varieties of music now available more than ever. We have streaming services online and also on the radio as well. So, it's definitely difficult to pursue this and use it to sustain ourselves professionally. So you made these, right? Including the one that I have in the back. How long did it take you to make each one of them?
To make each Belikan, it takes about 3 to 4 weeks. From you cut a tree, you have to dry it up before you go for the next process. Because if you do it directly after you cut the tree, probably it will crack. So it takes about almost 1 month to complete one. Yeah.
I see. And what about the intricate design on each of the Belikan as well?
So as what you see, like we have here, that is the truly the Iban's traditional design. But of course, it is. I do it add in a little bit color, but original is only blue and black.
I see.
Because that is the original color of those in the olden days.
Yeah. Because
but this one is a little bit modern. We have see the red and the yellow one.
I see. It's really beautiful. And Genevie, you said that you are an interior designer. You plan on designing your own Belikan, maybe?
Yes. If actually during my free time, I did try to sketch. But
I see.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I think if I have free time, I will show to Mr. Ngo Hawing, and then if we can collaborate or how, we'll see.
Yeah, if you two do collaborate on it, I want to see it, and most probably I'll get one. Get another one for my collection as well. So it's no question why the younger generation should pick up the musical instrument, especially traditional musical instrument, for the sake of tradition. What do you think it would take for them to practice traditional instruments so that this art form remains relevant and even better, revitalized in the mainstream industry?
I think the younger generation should really take this opportunity, like since Asadia is reviving the Belikan, and then I think they should take this approach to maybe to join our classes, the lessons, and then to keep, in order to keep these traditions alive. Yeah.
I agree. We'll be taking another short break. I mean, we need a little break. So do stay tuned because we have special performance by these lovely people by the end of the show. It's going to be awesome, so stick around. We are back on Culturally Sarawak with me, Lofrin, and members of Asadia on the Belikan. We have learned quite a lot about this musical instrument. So, for question for the two of you, do you believe that this musical instrument can take off and become more popular in the future? For our audience to know as well.
Yeah, I believe Belikan can be as popular as Sape, because as far as I concern, the Ibans, they don't have any famous or or popular musical instruments. Uh, Instead of despite of our tattoo, the bungai terong is mainly known all over the world. But yeah, I hope that the Belikan can be as popular as our tattoo as well.
I agree. What about you, sir?
Well, we try and we hope many people in future to come interested to learn more about Belikan and try to study about it, the origins. Just like Sape, some people say that Sape is they learn it from a dream. Maybe there's some things about Belikan, so we hope Asadia will do something about it and try to keep alive and forever and ever.
I agree. And lastly, do you have any last words for our viewers out there?
For those who are interested in music, in the traditional music, I would like to encourage you all to keep doing what you love to do, and then in order to keep this traditional music alive, because this Belikan need to be practiced regularly within the communities and between generations. Yeah.
What about you, sir? Do you have any last word?
Yeah, I hope that the young generation please come up and learn something different in Asadia, that is Belikan. I hope that Belikan will be something different in additional of our traditional music.
Yes. And I'm sure our audience out there would be curious to learn more about the Blick. I know I was. So, so how would they reach Asadia? Like, how would they get to know, how do they contact Asadia?
We have Asadia Facebook page. They can visit the Academy Sadia in the Facebook, and then we have a lot of information about our classes and about the activities and the workshop that we conduct. Yeah. Yes, so please visit our page.
Yeah, so please visit our page and learn more about the musical instrument that is being offered by Asadia. So thank you for joining us here in our talk show. It has been lovely catching up with the two of you. I haven't seen you two in quite a while. And I hope that we'll be able to meet more often, because we kind of stopped due to the pandemic situation now. And I did not stop learning the Belikan as well. So ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our episode of Culturally Sarawak. Do remember to watch the next episode, where we will be talking about a group of instruments, or more like a percussion orchestra known as Taboh. So follow us on TVS TV on Instagram, and me at Lofrin. If you have a musical instrument that you want to showcase, or maybe it's your own traditional musical instrument, or you make them, or maybe you want to just show us your musical talent, just post it up with the hashtag Culturally Sarawak. That is hashtag Culturally Sarawak. I really look forward to be interacting and talking with each and every single one of you. So now we have Mr. Ngo Hawing and Miss Genevie playing the beautiful sound of the Belikan. I am your host, Lofrin, and see you on the next episode of Culturally Sarawak. you.